Hello there, I'm Mike.
I'm Mary.
And today we're reading a story called Little Claus and Big Claus. It's part of our Stories and Fables unit. Yesterday, in part 1, we met these two characters, Big Claus and Little Claus, who both have the same name and both live in the same small town.
And not only that, they also work on the same farm, which is owned by Big Claus. Everything seems to be okay until one day, Little Claus was using his horse and 4 other horses owned by Big Claus to work in the fields. Little Claus called out, "Go, my 5 horses," even though only one of the horses was actually his.
When Big Claus heard Little Claus say this, Big Claus was so angry that he killed Little Claus's horse. Little Claus then took the skin off the dead horse, and when we finished yesterday's story, he was about to go to town to sell it. Let's check out the next new vocabulary for today, and then we can find out what happens in the next part of our story. Mary has our new vocab for us. Mary?
上次说到Little Claus 带着马匹进城兜售。那今天的故事开始说，他在途中看到一户人家，里面有一名女子在和牧师一起用餐。但是当她的丈夫回到家里的时候，女子却连忙把食物藏在烤炉里，还要牧师躲进箱子里。在这一段有2个单字，第一个是 arrive， 到达、抵达，这是一个动词哦。例如，当你和朋友约在一个地方的时候，可能就会和他说 "Call me when you arrive", "Call me when you arrive", 你到了之后打给我。那另外一个单字则是 oven， 烤炉、烤箱，这是一个名词。例如 When the cake is done, take it out of the oven. When the cake is done, take it out of the oven. 当蛋糕烤好了之后，把它拿出烤箱。那回到故事里，这时候Little Claus 走进屋子里哦，说他的袋子里有一位巫师，这位巫师能让食物出现在烤炉里，也能让牧师出现在箱子里。那这一段有我们另外2个单字，第一个是 enter， 进入，这是一个动词。例如 The teacher entered the classroom without saying a word. The teacher entered the classroom without saying a word. 那位老师不发一语走进教室。那另外一个单字则是 appear， 出现，这是一个动词。例如The cat suddenly appeared out of nowhere. The cat suddenly appeared out of nowhere. 那只猫不知道从哪里突然冒了出来。那看完了单词和例句，让我们赶快回到故事里吧。
On the way, Little Claus saw a woman in a house. She and the priest were eating together. When her husband arrived, she hid the food in the oven and the priest in a box. Little Claus entered the house. He said a wizard was in his bag. Explanation 1.
Okay, as we begin today's part of the story, it looks like Little Claus is in the middle of his trip to town to try to make some money by selling his horse skin. The first sentence for today tells us, on the way, Little Claus saw a woman in a house. And we also learn she and a priest were eating together. Okay, this doesn't seem too strange. Maybe the priest is a friend of the family, and the woman has just invited him over for a meal. That would be a kind thing to do.
It sure would, if that's all that's going on. 那刚刚麦克老师说到的 priest 就是牧师的意思，这是一个名词。But this looks a bit more suspicious when we read the next sentence. It says, when her husband arrived, she hid the food in the oven and the priest in a box.
Now this doesn't seem so innocent. Do you think that the woman and the priest are playing around behind the husband's back?
Well, that would explain why she had to hide everything, including her guest.
Ooh, so it looks like we have a naughty wife and priest. Okay, before we continue, let's check out our first grammar point with the help of Daphne.
大家好，我是 Daphne。今天的第一则文法要来看一个句子。She hid the food in the oven and the priest in a box. 她把食物藏在烤炉里，把牧师藏在箱子里。这句话的主要动词 hid 是 hide 藏的过去式，后方我们用对等连接词 and 连接两个结构相同的受词，一个是 the food in the oven， 结构为名词加地方副词，另一个是 the priest in a box， 结构也是名词加上地方副词，我们也可以照样造句试试看，例如Daphne placed a vase of roses on the shelf and a basket of fruit on the table. 达芙妮在架上摆了一盆花，在桌上摆了一篮水果。
Now we can get back to our story. So, little Claus had seen the woman and the priest, and he had also seen how the woman hid the priest and the food they were eating together when her husband suddenly came home. So, what happens next? We read, Little Claus entered the house. And it also says, he said a wizard was in his bag. A wizard in his bag? He has a dead horse's skin in his bag, not a wizard.
Right, but the people in the house don't know that. Little Claus 的袋子里装的明明就是马皮，但他却说他的袋子里装了一个巫师。那 wizard 就是巫师的意思咯，这是一个名词。Tricky.
Yes, very tricky. Okay, we won't try to trick you guys out of your break. So let's take that now, and then we can come back to finish off the story.
The wizard made food appear in the oven. He also made a priest appear in a box. The husband checked. It was true. The husband said, I want the wizard. I'll give you a basket of money. Little Claus agreed and went home. Explanation 2.
Welcome back. Little Claus was just telling some people that he has a wizard in his bag, when of course he doesn't. Let's read on to see what happens next. It says, the wizard made food appear in the oven. Of course, this food wasn't created by the wizard. The woman hid the food there when her husband came home.
Yes, but the husband doesn't know that. The wife was hiding it so he wouldn't find out about her and the priest who is hiding in a box. And this brings us to the next sentence, which says, he also made a priest appear in a box.
Aha, tricky. The wife hid both of these things when her husband came home. But of course, the husband, he doesn't know that. He must think it's really magic. And if he didn't at first, the story tells us, the husband checked. It was true. So he's seen it with his own eyes. But he doesn't know the real story.
But she won't tell. Little Claus and his story about the wizard have saved the wife and her friend the priest a whole bunch of trouble.
Meanwhile, the husband is just amazed by Little Claus and his wizard in a bag. We read, the husband said, I want the wizard. I'll give you a basket of money. Wow. And we will finish off the article after Daphne tells us about today's last grammar point.
今天的第二则文法是 a basket of 加名词，意思是一篮的。basket 是名词篮子的意思，在这里呢当量词，表示一篮的量，后方可用 of 引出可数或不可数名词。例如 Linda picked a basket of berries. 琳达摘了一篮莓果。Tony is carrying 2 baskets of bread. 东尼提着2篮面包。
Welcome back. The foolish husband in our story has just offered a lot of money to little Claus for the wizard that is in Claus's bag. Of course, there is no wizard, and the husband is just tricking himself.
But little Claus isn't going to help him by telling the truth. He just wants the money. So the final sentence tells us, little Claus agreed and went home. Wow, I'm not sure how honest he's been this whole time.
Not honest at all.
True, but you have to admit he's been a good businessman. He sold that dead horse skin for a lot of money, much more than he would get for just selling it as leather.
That's very true. I can't argue with that. Okay, folks, that's it for today, but we'll have more for you guys tomorrow with part 3 of our Stories and Fables unit. See you then.
Bye-bye.
Little Claus and Big Claus. On the way, Little Claus saw a woman in a house. She and the priest were eating together. When her husband arrived, she hid the food in the oven and the priest in a box. Little Claus entered the house. He said a wizard was in his bag. The wizard made food appear in the oven. He also made a priest appear in a box. The husband checked. It was true. The husband said, I want the wizard. I'll give you a basket of money. Little Claus agreed and went home.
跟天气有关的3个生活用语。欢迎收看，
就爱讲英文。
我是悠悠，
我是季安。
在英文的这个片语里面啊，有很多是利用天气相关的字眼来组成生活的意思，对不对？
但是它跟天气好像也
没有关系，
不一定有关系。
对，
所以我们今天来跟大家分享3个跟天气有关的实用片语和句型，怎么说？1. I'm feeling a bit under the weather today. 2. John rained on Mary's parade. 3. We have to weather the storm. 首先呢，第一个是这个 I'm under the weather today.
好像在天体底下的意思。
对 ，I'm under the weather 就是身体不舒服。哦。那这边的这个 weather 呢，怎么预设成为什么？阴雨绵绵的天气，对不对？那如果我们人一直处在这样的天气状况之下，对。再怎么健康也会生病，对不对？
哦，也对耶。
Under the weather 就是不舒服这样，嘿。
哇，讲的好有意涵哦。哇，是不是？
有吗 ？OK， 好，再来呢，第二个是 rain on someone's parade。Rain
on someone's parade，什么意思啊
？Parade 是游行。
对啊。
那在某一个人的游行下雨，比如说大家兴高采烈要去游行了，结果就啪。这样是不是很扫兴，对不对？对，泼冷水超扫兴哈。比如说呢 ，John rained on Mary's parade。
哇，那这时候就很想要，
对，就是 John 泼了 Mary 一头冷水，这样非常扫兴。
扫兴哎，但我觉得片也还蛮不错的。
对 ，Rain on someone's parade 很常见。
好，还有呢？
还有就是 weather the storm。Weather
the storm，
这边的 weather 呢，它当动词使用。那 storm 呢是暴风雨。
对啊，暴风雨。
所以什么？天气暴风雨，很奇怪啊。这边是什么？克服挑战的意思啊。
哦，这好有印象哦。
对 ，weather the storm 就是好像在船上有没有？然后这个惊涛骇浪，我们一定要克服过去的。对，
好像少年派。 有没有？
对 ，we have to weather
the storm.
weather the storm， 就是一定要克服难关。
真的，
对。
哇，这好特别哦！我们今天学这个片语，所以大家一定要好好练习。来看我们的
Live action.
Hello,
Yes.
Jay.
Yes. Speaking.
I cannot attend the meeting today. I'm feeling a bit under the weather.
I'm sorry to hear that, but that means I'll need to attend the meeting alone.
I hope my boss Jason doesn't feel that I'm raining on his parade.
Well, I believe he will understand. You get well soon. There's much to do this week. We have to weather the storm.
Okay, thank you.
See ya.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny， 又到我们1分钟的单元喽。那我们今天同样是用1分钟的时间来复习在 Stories and Fables 学到的4个单字。同学们，您都准备好没？1分钟计时开始。第一个单字是到达、抵达。那这个动词要怎么说呢？叫做 arrive。Arrive. They haven't arrived at the airport yet. 他们还没有到达机场。第二个单字是烤炉、烤箱。烤箱的英文怎么说？叫做 oven。Oven. Mom has just taken the cookies out of the oven. 妈妈才刚刚把饼干从烤箱里面拿出来。第三个单字叫做进入。你电脑键盘上也有这个单字哦，它表示输入的意思。知道哪个字吗？就是 enter。Enter 进入。Please knock before you enter the office. 进办公室之前，请先敲门。好，第4个单字是出现。出现的英文怎么说啊？叫做 appear。Appear. The magician made a rabbit appear in his hat. 魔术师让兔子出现在他的帽子里喽。好，太好啦！我们在1分钟之内完成任务，顺利复习完4个单字了。同学们表现很棒哦。那今天的 ABC Interactive English 到此为止，下次见喽，拜拜。